If I could make heroin legal, I'd do it.
NANI? Dynamite!
Brittney Griner's call with her wife has been rescheduled, State Department says. This is extremely concerning because she was supposed to have a scheduled conversation with her wife while she's in prison, and to this day, oh, don't worry, Keisha, we got something about Herschel Walker, old punk ass too. But to this day, I don't believe anyone has heard her voice. She showed up for her court case, but that could have been something they recorded a while ago. That could have been something, they had initially. We don't know if, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if she's alive. I need proof. We need proof that she's alive and well. Otherwise, this is just weird because regardless of, there's a lot of weird people out there. First and foremost, I want to tell y'all the number that this war on drugs has done to the black community, because there are people out here who are actually saying shit like she broke a law and she deserves to do time. When you actually about to take the word of this Russian government, you think that they're not above planting drugs on black people that are lesbian and gay over there? We do it here in America. Like, it's crazy to me when especially white folks who don't know their own racial privilege will say shit like, well, she smoked weed here. You should be able to smoke weed anywhere. Something that comes out of the ground, something that doesn't hurt anyone that you're around, something that directly affects you. Well, hero, you're supposed to be a healthcare provider. If I could make heroin legal, I'd do it. Fuck them. Because it's your body. Alcohol and cigarettes have killed way more people than weed ever has. And we don't regulate that shit. I said it the other day. Guns have killed way more people than voting rights, but we regulate the shit out of voting rights for some reason. Why heroin? I'd legalize all drugs. And not only would I legalize all drugs, I would build facilities with government paid money for them to have clean needles, overdose kit available, and any type of developmental health available after their use. You want to know why? Because societies that are more open to drug consumptions have less drug-related deaths. Who'd have thunk it? Oregon is an experiment on this now. I think the Netherlands, Poland, and a few other places have completely open drug regulations. When you give people proper health care, they don't have to resort to drugs. And to be honest, is it such a long stretch? Could you imagine? It's 110 degrees right now in Texas. You're a homeless individual. It's 110 degrees. The architecture and everything has been built in such a way that you cannot sit down, rest, or even have shade in public places because someone's going to call the police on you and you'll be harassed. Furthermore, take it a step further. You have no places to clean yourself. You have no places to help yourself. None of that. And then on top of that, you probably go into a heat-induced psychiatric meltdown. You shit yourself. You haven't showered. You haven't eaten. You know what? Yeah, put the heroin in me. Put the one thing that's going to make me forget being me for probably 10 seconds in me so I can enjoy some semblance of this hell known as life. It's not beyond the imagination. But to say, all that to say, for a pen, they didn't even mention finding drugs. They just found the tool used for the drug. And we just haven't seen her. And that's like, it's just like, it's weird. It's weird that our State Department isn't doing more. This couldn't have been LeBron James. This couldn't have been a Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul. Couldn't have been a Michael. This couldn't have been a Larry Bird, and he ain't even on the Mount Rushmore of best basketball players I've ever seen. And that's top 10. Fight me. Larry Bird is the top 10. Stop putting him on that list. Nah, it's ridiculous. But I think I'm gonna have a running. I have a running counter. Maybe I'll make use of my space. I got space on my shit. I got a space for my mass shooting counter. 325 as of today. There was no shooting today. Knock on wood. Knock on my wood.